It's finally over. We took a week long for our ESPN draft, and it took us a week to complete. Worst part of it all, these niggas couldn't shut the fuck up about how long the draft was taking, being negative Nancy's that we're never going to finish before the season starts. Meanwhile, we actually finish with 3 days to spare. For future reference, please trust your commissioner, because I would never steer y'all niggas wrong, except when it comes to picking somebody that I'm interested in. Then fuck you, I'm trying to win. Now that the dust has settled on the draft board, let me break down how each team did. Now, I didn't create these grades myself as far as draft results. I am using ESPN and Fantasy Pros. First up, here's what ESPN has to say about the draft. But contrary to what ESPN thinks, here's Fantasy Pros post-draft grade. While ESPN has Team Ariel Assassins as the best drafter this season, according to Fantasy Pros, Mr. Always in last place, Brooklyn Ure, actually has the best draft for them. But another notable mention is the fact that Mr. Rose, who has proclaimed himself to have the best team in the league, unfortunately, according to ESPN and Fantasy Pros, they gave him a D. Well, technically, ESPN gave Mr. Rose a D, and Fantasy Pros gave Mr. Rose a D minus. And off rip, I can understand why, because Mr. Rose seems to not have been paying attention as far as when it comes to fantasy news, because his RB2 is on the pup list, despite news dropping before our draft stating that Joe Mixon will be at bare minimum out for the first 4 games of the season because the Texans did not activate him. So Mr. Rose is already starting the season handicapped because his starting running back is actually out. Along with grades, Fantasy Pros has also created projections, and here are the projections for the season post-draft. It'll be interesting to see who measures up, who lives up to it, or who outperforms their projections. So let's make things interesting. Since most of us in the league are gambling degenerates, I have taken the time to use AI to help me create probabilities and Vegas-like odds for these projects that have been created through Fantasy Pro. Allow me to start with championship futures, with Brooklyn Ure actually being the favorite at plus 350. So one begs to ask the question, is this finally Prince's year? Will Brooklyn Ure finally capture his first chip or actually make it to the finals for the first time? We also got the champion 09 Orton at plus 1500, but also got a specific prop bet. Since the league has never had a back-to-back champion any season, we have no repeats prop bet at plus 650 if Joe was to win the championship this year. Now, if you parlay that together, that's plus 11,900. As for Reg, by technicality, he did make it back to back to the championship, but he lost both years in 2023 and 2024. And this year is not looking too good with his D grade drafting, and his odds are at plus 20,000. We also got playoff projection odds. Who is likely to make it? Who is likely to miss? And next up, my favorite option, the over under win totals. We're Brooklyn Ure and Atarvia at 9 wins, with 3-time champion Honeysy Boys 09 Orton and Are You Serious with 8 wins, East Flatbush BK Blitzing and Old City Pretty Rick with 7 wins, the Bloodline and the Ariel Assassins with 6 wins, Mr. Rose with 5 wins, and Terrence's talented team with 4. We also got divisioner winning odds. For the Flatbush division, 3-time champion is the favorite to win the division at plus 140. East Flatbush division, East Flatbush BK Blitzing being the favorite, Flatbush extension with 09 Orton being the favorite, and Flatbush Gardens with Are You Serious being the favorite. But enough about what's to come in the future. Let's talk about week 1 and their odds. We have our Flatbush Bowl 2024 rematch of Mr. Rose versus 09 Orton. So will Mr. Rose avenge his loss? He certainly thinks so.
Yo, week 1? Week 1? Nigga, I'm smoking on Joe. Nigga, I'm smoking on that Joe pack week 1. Nigga talking crazy. What? Stop playing with me, man. Nigga really got in his head like he really one of them ones. You not. How about that? You not. Week 1, I'm on your ass. No pause, all Vaseline. Facts. Feel me? Talking about Joe. Who's Joe, nigga? Nigga, I drink Joe, nigga. Straight coffee, nigga. Java, nigga. Talking about week 1, I'm on that ass, nigga. And we gonna play this back. Ben, put this on the shit. And for the rest of you niggas, I ain't gonna say too much, man. Y'all know what time it is, man.
And with that being said, Mr. Rose opens up at a 7.5 underdog at plus 150. Following up behind that with the tightest point spread this week is Latarvia versus Old City Pretty Rick at 1.5 points, with Old City Pretty Rick being the favorite. But to continue, here are all the money lines, point spreads, and over under point totals for week 1. Now, I'm introducing a little bit something different, because like I said, we're all gambling degenerates. So I've created a small pool for the house, and we'll be taking $1 to $5 bets from you fellas to make things interesting and even more competitive. And with the help of AI, I was able to curate a couple parlays for the league. But feel free to create your own parlay. So the first parlay I created for you guys is the Safe 2-man at plus 240. Both Uneasy Boys and Brooklyn, you're covering their spreads. Next up, I got the 3-leg narrative special. 09 Orton covers the spread. 3-time champion versus East Flatbush BK Blitzen cover on their points totals. And Latarvia Moneyline versus Old City Pretty Rick at plus 580. And I gotta throw at least one lotto in there. So we got Terrence's Talented Team covering the spread at 13.5. Mr. Rose Moneyline, the Bloodline Moneyline, and Latarvia versus Old City Pretty Rick to cover their points total at plus 2750. So put some bets in, at least $1 for week 1, and let's get this shit started, man. Me personally, I started off with the Safe 2-legger, but you know what? I've been chatting for too long. Let's just get fucking week 1 started.